It's not easy to admit the truth when you've spent so long burying it deep within you, but I know now that I can no longer hold on to the fear. You deserve to hear what's been weighing on my heart, no matter how difficult it is to say. There's a vulnerability in honesty that's terrifying, yet freeing at the same time. I've been holding back, afraid to let you see all the pieces of me. But now I know that you deserve the truth, every single part of it, even the parts I've been too scared to admit. For so long, I've tried to protect both you and myself by keeping my truth hidden. But now I realize that in doing so, I've only built walls between us. You deserve to know the truth, and I can no longer hide it. I wish I had been more honest with you from the beginning, but I wasn't ready. Now, as tea has passed, I see that the truth is not just something you deserve, but something I owe myself as well. It's time to speak up and let go of the fear. It's a painful thing, admitting the truth, especially when it involves facing parts of myself I've been avoiding. But I can't keep living in denial. You deserve the truth, and I can't move forward without finally embracing it. Every moment I've spent keeping my truth inside has only created more distance between us. I've come to understand that honesty is the key to breaking down those walls. You deserve the truth, and I'm finally ready to share it with you. I never wanted to admit this to myself, let alone to you, but the truth has a way of finding its way out. You deserve to know how I've been feeling, even when those feelings have been hard to understand or accept. I've been walking around with so much unspoken, thinking I was protecting us. But now I see that it's not protection, it's just fear. You deserve to know the truth, and I owe it to both of us to finally speak it. The hardest thing I've had to do is face my own truth. For too long, I've run from it, thinking that keeping it hidden would spare me the pain. But now I understand that hiding it only prolongs the suffering. You deserve the truth, and it's time I shared it. I've spent so much time trying to avoid the truth, thinking it would hurt too much. But the truth, in all its rawness, is the only thing that can heal us. You deserve to hear it from me, even when it's hard to say. There's a certain power in admitting the truth, a power that comes from releasing all the weight you've been carrying. I never thought I would be brave enough to do this, but you deserve to know everything, even the parts I've been hiding. Sometimes the truth isn't what we want to hear, but it's always what we need to hear. I've been running from my own reality, but now I realize that you deserve to hear it. It's time for me to be honest with you, no matter how difficult that may be. I thought I was protecting us by staying silent, but I've learned that silence is not the answer. You deserve more than my silence. You deserve the truth, and it's time I stopped running from it. I never imagined that admitting the truth would be so difficult, but now I see it's the only way to move forward. You deserve to know what I've been keeping inside, no matter how imperfect or painful it might be. For so long, I believed that the truth would tear us apart, but now I know that it's the only thing that can bring us closer together. You deserve to hear everything I've been holding back, and I can no longer keep it from you. I've been afraid that admitting the truth would change everything, but I now realize that not admitting it has already changed everything. You deserve to know where I stand, and it's time I shared that with you. The truth is sometimes difficult to accept, but it's the only thing that can set us free. I never wanted to admit this, but I now understand that withholding my truth has only caused more pain. You deserve to hear the truth, and I can't keep hiding from it. I've been holding back so much of myself, thinking that it was easier this way. But now I see that the only way forward is through honesty. You deserve to hear my truth, no matter how hard it is for me to admit it. There's no easy way to say this, but you deserve to know. I've been hiding parts of myself, thinking it would protect you. But now I understand that honesty is the only thing that can bring us closer. Admitting the truth is never easy, but it's always worth it. I've been keeping so much inside, thinking that silence would make things better, but now I see that silence only creates distance. You deserve to hear the truth from me. I never wanted to admit this, but I've been carrying so much emotional weight. You deserve to know how I feel, and it's time for me to share the truth, even if it's hard for me to say. I never thought I would find myself in a place where honesty became my greatest vulnerability. Yet here I am, bearing my soul because you deserve the truth. It's not easy to admit how much I've been holding back, but there's power in truth, even when it's painful. Admitting the truth isn't a weakness, it's a reflection of growth. I have spent so long running from the things that scare me, but now I realize the only way to move forward is by embracing those fears and showing you my most honest self. For too long, I've been afraid to speak my truth, thinking that keeping everything hidden would protect me. But the weight of silence has been unbearable. You deserve to hear my raw, unfiltered emotions because that's the only way you'll truly understand me. I thought I could protect you by keeping my feelings to myself, but the reality is, withholding the truth has only kept us apart. You deserve more than my silence. You deserve the honesty of my heart, no matter how difficult it is to admit. In moments of doubt, I hid behind walls of comfort, never daring to face the vulnerability of my true thoughts. But now I see that admitting the truth is the only way to reconnect and start healing. You deserve to know the real me, even if it's hard for me to say. The truth is, I've been scared, scared of hurting you, scared of exposing my weaknesses, but I can't keep this truth inside any longer. You deserve to know how I really feel, and it's time I let you into the depths of my heart. I've always believed that silence is the best way to protect those I love. But now I realize that silence only leaves room for misunderstanding. I owe it to you to be honest about everything that's been on my mind, even when the words are hard to find. Sometimes the hardest truth to admit is the one we try to ignore the most. But hiding from it only causes pain. I never wanted to admit this, but I can't keep pretending anymore. You deserve to know what's truly been going on in my mind. The truth isn't always kind, but it is always freeing. I've held on to so much, trying to protect myself from the consequences of honesty. But now I see that I can't move forward until I let go of all the things I've been keeping inside. Every moment I've spent keeping my truth from you has been a moment of isolation, both from you and from myself. You deserve better than that, and I owe it to you and to myself to be open about what I'm truly feeling. I never imagined it would be this hard to admit the truth, but here I am, ready to face my feelings, ready to share what has been locked away for so long. It's time for honesty, and I owe it to you to tell you everything, no matter how messy it might seem. The hardest part of honesty is confronting the fears that come with it. For so long, I feared being vulnerable, but now I see that the truth, no matter how difficult, is what will set me free, and you deserve that freedom too. You've always deserved the truth, but I didn't know how to give it to you. I thought if I kept it hidden, I could protect us both. Now I understand that honesty is the only thing that can truly bring us closer together. I wish I could take back all the times I held my truth in silence, but I can't. What I can do now is open up, share my innermost thoughts, and trust you enough to let you in. The truth isn't easy, but you deserve to hear it from me. For so long, I hid behind my fears, thinking that if I didn't speak the truth, it would somehow make things easier. But now I know the opposite is true. You deserve to know what I'm feeling, and it's time I faced my emotions head on. The truth can be painful, but it's the only thing that can bring clarity. I've been afraid to let you see the real me, but I realize now that the only way forward is through honesty, no matter how hard it is to admit. I've spent so much time in my own mind, analyzing every possible outcome, afraid that my truth would cause more harm than good. But now I see that holding back has only kept me stuck. You deserve the truth, and it's time I gave it to you. Admitting the truth is often a process of letting go of fears, of expectations, and of the control I thought I had. But in letting go, I finally have the freedom to show you who I really am. You deserve that honesty. I never thought I'd have the courage to admit this, but here I am, ready to speak my truth. The fear of rejection has always held me back, but I have learned that the fear of not being honest with you is far worse. You deserve to know what's really going on inside. The truth is, I've been afraid of what it might mean for us, afraid of the changes it could bring. But now I see that withholding my truth is far more damaging than simply speaking it. You deserve to know exactly how I feel.